That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the air, it's Moss. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Place you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rounding the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Lets it go to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Here's a heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. To the air, it's Moss. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. You got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Finding open areas. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Wimsatt. Quickly to the tight end. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down. Stops the clock and has them on the move, trying to get the late score. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. That's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Give to Brown. Spins away from the defender. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Four quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, Dave. Free football. And finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt. Got it in the middle, it's Baldwin. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football. I showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I got to take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
Quarterback on the keeper. He He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And they're on top here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scaffold, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. 3rd down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. Back to pass. It's Moss. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. One more stop by this defense wins it. 4th and long in overtime. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. And this